Hi YouTube, this is Rosemary. Well, I bet you know what I'm going to do if I've got glasses on, right? Well, you're right. I have been looking at some videos here lately, and a lot of them are, not a lot, but there's a few people that are hurting. And what I mean by that is that there's some emotional stress that comes along with weight loss. I have had to deal with it. And a lot of times the pain comes from years. I'll put it this way. My sister, not too long ago, introduced herself, and she was talking about how when we were small, both of us, we had to deal with a lot of painful things. I'm not going to go into detail about that because it's pretty personal, and let me just say that it was a lot of things that we went through, and we needed healing, and we were healed. God gave us that opportunity to heal our hearts. And there's a book that I just love. I love self-help books, and the pastor Joel Osteen, I don't know if you can see this, he's a pastor from Houston, and he's got this book out, and it says Your Best Life Now, 7 Steps to Living at Your Full Potential. I can't read you the whole book, and I can't read you the whole chapter because, you know, I've only got 10 minutes. But when I was listening to some videos this morning, I got to thinking about, there was a chapter that I just loved from this book, and I hope that I bless the person that I'm really hoping to bless. But I know that there's going to be some more people that are going to be blessed by this chapter, so I'm going to do my best to read what I can and not go over the 10 minutes. Okay. Change the channel is what it's called, okay? And this chapter is talking about he had some difficulty with his father, and he had a lot of hurts and a lot of painful things growing up, and he's basically had to change the channel. And here's the gist. We all know how to use the remote control to change the channel on the TV. If we see something we don't like, well, we just go click. We don't like it, we change the channel. Just flip channels. We need to learn how to mentally change channels. When negative images of the past pop up in our minds unexpectedly, unfortunately, when some people see those negative expressions on their minds, in their minds, their screens, and instead of quickly changing the channel, guess what they do? Or what I do, what we do. We pull up a chair. We get some popcorn and have a party as though they're going to watch a good old movie. They willingly allow themselves to relieve those hurts and pains. Then they wonder why they are depressed, upset, or discouraged. We need to learn, I need to learn to change the channel. Don't let your mind or your emotions drag you down into despair. Instead, or dwell in the bad, but let's dwell on the good things God has done in our life. You know, with weight loss, there's so many things that we are blessed to do now, that I am blessed to do now. And if we stop and let those emotions take us back 20 years, what we're doing is we're allowing those hurts to come back. Because when we stop to think about those emotions, those hurts, those people that hurt us when we were smaller, I mean, all kinds of hurts. Name calling, physical hurts. If we stop to dwell on those things, we bring back those hurts. Let's not stop and dwell on those things. We need to move on. I need to move on. I have moved on. God has healed my heart. I have forgiven. It does take a lot, guys. I know it takes a lot to forgive. But you know what? When I forgave, and I've told you this in many videos, I forgave. Doesn't mean that I forgot. But that hurt is not there. And I don't stop to dwell in those memories anymore. I don't stop to think about them. There's times when I speak about them because there's a friend that's going through the same problem, and I can go to her or go to him and say, you know, I was there where you're at, and God healed my heart. And I've had to learn to step away from that hurt. So with this, I know I've only got 10 minutes and I can't really talk a lot. There's a little bit more that I wanted to express in this book. He talks about him dealing with his father. It says, you probably know some people who thrive on self-pity. They relish the attention that it brings them. They've lived that way for so long, self-pity has become part of their identity. That's not what I was going to say. If you've had something painful happen to you, don't let that experience be the focal point of your life. Stop talking about it. Stop bringing it up to your friends. You must get beyond it. Unless you let go of the old, God will not bring the new. It is natural to feel sorrow and to grieve, but you shouldn't still be grieving 5 or 10 years later. If you really want to be whole, if you really want to get well, you need to move on with your life, with my life. Too often we keep reliving the painful memories of the past. And just as we are about to heal, we start talking about our painful experience again. We bring it up to our friends. We start reliving it, seeing it in our imaginations. All of a sudden, we can feel those same emotions all over again, as though we were tearing open the old wound. It will never probably heal until we learn to leave it alone. Remember, your emotions follow your thoughts. When you dwell on painful experiences in your past, your emotions go right back there with you, and you feel the pain in the present. You can relieve something in your mind and feel it today just as vivid as when it happened 20 years ago. So basically, I'm saying walk away. I'm saying let it go. I'm saying let's live today. Let's enjoy life today. Everything you see that you couldn't do before and you can do now, praise God for it. Thank God for it. And let's begin a new life, because we are beginning a new body. Right? So, food for thought. I love you. I love you, Connie, Sara, and my baby Raquel. I love you. Sarah's my older girl. Raquel's my baby. Both are my babies. I love you both. Bye.